Yo, what's going on, everyone? Guiding Light here, back with another quick Destiny 2 guide. And in this one, I wanted to talk to you guys about how you can get some of the highest stat gear in the game slash armor. Now, there was a couple people commenting on the videos asking how it is that you can get some of the best builds in terms of stats in armor in the final shape. So I want to explain to you guys some of the best and easiest ways to go about getting this high stat level gear. Now, you're always going to have high chances of getting better gear in like nightfalls and in the dungeons, things like that. You're always going to have a higher chance at getting those higher level stats to drop through things like that, those higher end game activities, the raids. But if you want to go out and try to just get them yourselves, try to farm through a bunch of them, there's actually a few methods you can take. Now you'll notice that on all of these different vendors around the game, whether it's in the Pale Heart or the Tower, they all have these engrams. So you're going to want to take a look at their inventory. You'll notice that they have weapons and armor. Just make sure that there's at least a chance at getting armor out of some of the engrams that you're going to open. Now you're going to be able to stockpile a lot of different engrams. It depends what activities you guys do. If you're more of a person that runs a lot of strikes and nightfalls, you might want to do this at the Vanguard shop. If you're the type of person that has been doing a lot of the ghost rescue missions, running around the Pale Heart, you should have a bunch of engrams stacked up here. If you're a Crucible player, you might want to try doing this at the Crucible shop, but it just depends. Go wherever you basically have a bunch of engrams stacked up. And if you don't have any engrams stacked up, you're going to want to start to get some at just about any vendor. Now, what you're going to want to do is take a look at what stats you're in the process of looking for. So if you need more resilience on your gear, you need more intellect on your gear, maybe you need more mobility on your gear, go into your Ghost Shell. You're going to notice that there's these mods, the intellect armor, discipline armor. What these are going to do is it's actually going to give you a guaranteed chance at getting a drop with those stats on it. So while you're running different activities, or even when you just simply open up these engrams in the store, they're going to have a chance at dropping with whatever you select. So you'll notice here, we'll open up this first piece. Didn't really give me too much of a boost, but when we go to open up the second piece, you'll notice I've got that resilient armor perk on my Ghost Shell. And when I go ahead and get that engram, you'll notice that my loot does end up dropping with an extremely high resilience stat. Now you can do this across any activity in the game. So if you're running the Outlast, if you're just running through dungeons, things like that, if you're running Crucible matches, it doesn't really matter. Anywhere that you have the potential at getting a drop, you can use this method to try to get higher level stats on your gear, so long as you have that perk on your Ghost Shell. So this is just the first place I chose to do it at. I knew I had some engrams stacked up here at the Ghost here in the Pale Heart, but you're going to want to check all of the different vendors, whether you've been running strikes or Crucible, things like that. Even Gambit, you're going to be able to get the engram packs from them as well. Now this is going to count when armor drops. So if you're running a strike or a public event and armor drops, it will still count. It's just anywhere that you have a chance at getting that random stat armor. Now, if you guys don't have any engrams stacked up, but you've been building up strange coins, now this is only going to be available on the weekends, but you can head over to Zur. And if you head over to Zur, you'll notice that he has these new strange offers that you can go through. And if you go to the armor, a lot of this armor actually does have extremely high stats. You'll notice it's already at 60 before you buy it. Now, another thing that you want to keep in mind is that when you buy this gear, you're going to want to have go ahead and master work it. You want to rank it up all the way because it will increase the stats even more once you do that. Now, not only that, but you can also claim these engrams. So it's going to give you a random chance at other armor pieces. And then as you can see, when it drops with extremely high stats as well, just depending on what he has in shop for the week and also what you have on that Ghost. Now, the final tip I can give you guys is to make sure that all of your gear is maxed out to the highest level. Now, as you can see here, when we start out, this piece of gear was only ranked 66. But as we begin to level it up, you'll notice the armor stats, the gear stats, they begin to increase. And then finally, once it hits level 10, it will receive a boost as well. So right when I got the chest, you saw it started at 66. Now it's already up to a 78. Now we go ahead and we click on an extra resilience mod on it. It goes up an additional 10 all the way to 88. So make sure that all of your armor is max level and that you have those mods on your gear that's going to add 20 stats to each and every piece of your armor. So hopefully this helps you guys out. Just a quick guide showing you a few tips and tricks to get some higher stat level gear if you need it for either comp or maybe some of those higher level PvE activities. So hopefully this helps you guys out, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.